No, I'm not. I'm not. Stop pretending I'm upset. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I'm not frustrated about living memories or anything. I can assure you that going back to Fallen Down is a real interesting experience, to say the least. My God. My God. You got Alan Bennett, who's like, how should I go on? My day has been busy. Very, very busy. Very, very busy. Doing a lot of walking, groceries, cleaning up the place, putting files in folders and stuff. It's been one of those days. Truth be told, right now it's actually a big mess, and I have to put everything back. And it might not even look like I actually cleaned anything up, but I assure you, it is more organized. It's one of those days. In the court of law, I did, in fact, clean up. So chapter 8. Oh man, what I still been thinking about, like, why was that a side chapter when it was so very clearly just the actual. It's a side chapter if it's, you know, it drives a man to think. And as a wise man once said, you should think before you skink. Skinks are cute though. Ugh, have you ever seen one? They're adorable. They're little dorks, little doofuses. You haven't lived life until you've seen a skink. You know. What? Huh. But outside of being generically busy, that was a thing and all. I'd say it's been a good day. Tiring, and I got a lot left. This day is far from over. But let's stop complaining. We're not here to hear about me. I'm not even side content in this hustle. So let's stretch a little. Man, never mind. That's me having a little more fun. Got a snake myself, a little ball python called Mary, who's a boy, but in my defense, I'm not sure he knows what gender is. I can assure you that the vast majority of snakes... there's a guy who was like that car guy, right? Garbage Time, who did like iPod reviews. He has a snake called Frank, who is apparently a girl. I think snakes are oblivious to gender. I think they are incapable of really understanding what the hell's going on in that area. As far as a snake is concerned, it is. And that's about it. That's about it. I mean, they might even be on level with, like, what's it called again? Spiders. I've been told that spiders are really fucking stupid, man. They are like, if you need proof, right, that evolution is just things... It's just self-replicating garbage. Look no further than spiders. They can be so dumb. You can put food in front of a spider and it's like, no. This is not food. It's like, it's food, man. This is what you eat. Like, no. I'm not eating this. It's not food. I exist, therefore I blip. They do that to see! Does a snake have an eye patch? Prosthetic tail end. Ugh. Yo-ho, yahar. Yo-ho, waddle-diddy. Do what you want. Maybe it should just end there. Just do what you want. Oh, I'm not done yet. Oh, that's why. Man. I'll take care of that later. Let's get to the... Let's get to the part we're here for. But first, before we can start, we need a different sound track. Where are we? I guess school's over, so let's get us some teenage traffic. As soon as school lets up for the day, I head in the direction of the auditorium, where Fang and the band, sorry, I legally can't say it any other way, are going to have the practice session. I had to get Sienna off my back. I like how Sienna is like barely that big of an element, and she's like, I gotta get her off my back. Since you wanted to go hard the first day of my training, oh yeah, that, almost forgot that happened. Thankfully, I had a solid excuse to postpone running like hell. Though her words of having a running session to school every morning from now on made me not want to wake up ever. She had it all thought out, too. Ask my address before telling me what she was up to. What is it? Isn't this like the second one where it's like, run to school? I'm like, bitch, these people live in America. They can't walk to the grocery store, let alone their high school. They'll get killed by cars. It doesn't even have to be a driver. This driverless car is just dramming into people. Continuing to walk towards the auditorium, I spot two figures in the distance, coming from the opposite end of the hallway. It'd be odd if you saw them, you know, from behind you, like you were peeking over your shoulders like a weirdo. As the distance between us closes, I recognize who they are. It's Fang and... How the hell would you not recognize them on sight? Why did you need to close distance? Anon is the only human in school, and Fang dress is extremely obvious. And it has wings! She's your mom! I can't recognize my mom! Thankfully, no, but he will attempt to blind himself at output. Fully check its sawdust. You say that, but it's worth pointing out that snakes have, like, skin over their eyeballs, so when they molt, their skin comes with it. I don't know if it's every snake, but it does mean that, no, they got a little extra protection. Tesla car actively hunt for what Elon calls feet users. Do not drive your car with your feet! That will identify you as a pedestrian by the murder mobiles. I hurriedly made my way to them. Oh, hey, Amber, you were here. Feeling better? Fang's question made Anon look at me curiously. Yeah, just had some feelings you needed to sort out. I promise you, though, I'm 100% right now. I made sure to put on the peppiest attitude I could without looking weird. Oh, no! It's Naomi 2.0. Fang smiles at me, saying that it was good to know that I was better now. You live in the same house. I'm sorry to have worried you. It was making a bit of small talk. How the fuck is a 15-year-old having any conversation whatsoever with two 18-year-olds? I don't know what to tell you, man. That's not how that works. They're not your parents. With Fang leading the way up until we reach the doors to the auditorium, we stop waiting for Fang to open. Why Fang? Also, I feel like there's something that needs to be pointed out about this, right? Can this Anon and this Fang ever actually be her parents? Can they actually ever be her parents? Because, given how, like, fundamentally, they can never be her parents. Because they cannot birth this person, because this is not part of her parents' history, right? So any Amber that does pop out of this communion is going to be a very different Amber. Like, you physically cannot make Amber. Also, they seem to be on a very different trajectory, which also means they are not the Amber, the Anon and the Fang that we know. So, like, how are these your parents at all, right? I mean, they look like them probably, but in a solid philosophical sense, you're kind of mistaken. You know, you got to get one of those Aristotles in here. In frustration, Fang sighs. Really? Are you blind or something? It odds at the guitar cases they haven't had. Oh, crap! I want to know why. Amber's a good girl. She opens doors for people. Why did you do it here? Because we gotta keep the joke in? Wouldn't it make more sense for a time travel story for you to not have this happen because Amber's different? Like, have Amber's character trait fucking communicate into the story and cause that, whatever. Both and I were able to stumble open doors for Fang. We just trip over each other like fools. Hopefully I'm not right. We just treat it like... Ultimately, Anon is the one to open the door to allow Fang to answer. Ladies first, he says. The comment gets him to stomp on the foot as Fang passes by. There's Apple's a lady! Come on! He screams in pain, but is still holding the door open, so I'm inside thanking him. The auditorium is mostly dark inside. I mean, I can't imagine they're allowed to just turn all the lights on, save for the stage. The top of it is Reed and Trish with everything already set up. Hey, Fang, what took you so long? Trish is waving Fang over. Just had to grab something. Trish then begins to squint her eyes in our direction, only for them to widen in surprise. I can get why Amber is here, given she's your daughter. Wait, what? Yeah, come on, Fang, read the script already. Spoilers. What is he doing here? Fang pops onto stage and drops the cases on the floor. Proving a dumbass bigot wrong. Fang's harshness was Anon rattled me, but it was calmed down by so. Wasn't Fang like being playful about that? I always got the impression that Fang was like mean-spirited with that comment. Hey, how's Encore doing, huh? Whenever Encore isn't being talked about, Sapphire should ask, "Where's Encore?" Let me look it up. The new demo patch was March 3rd, and that's like their pinned fucking... The pinned fucking thing is from March 3rd. I'm pretty sure at this rate Snook Game was made in less time. From the beginning of production to right now. We gotta, Sappho, we gotta record all the voice lines. All I can tell you is listen, man. Furry, keep moving. This is a scaly neighborhood. What the hell? All I could say to that is, like, I've been in exactly one project, and all I can tell you is that, you know, if you do it right, it doesn't take that much time to get your voice acting done. You know, the funniest shit would be if everyone who's like, what's his name again? Nick? Nick is a girl! It turns out that Nick has always actually been a guy and never actually portrayed as a girl. It's just like a stage persona. Ugh, that'd be the funniest shit. It's like with Bridget, but worse. Because they fooled themselves. They fooled themselves! Although I don't know if it's really fooling at that point, but... waggles my finger. At myself, really. So you admit the smart ones. Hearing Anon's witty reply brought a slight smile to my face. Seems to remind me of the exchange Mom and Dad used to have. Not as aggressive, though. I've never heard Mom call Anon a skinny. It's really weird that she does it now. Wouldn't it be like really funny, right? If this Amber, the one that's in this story, is like from a completely different world. Like in her world, Fang never had a punk phase at all, right? Like her Fang never fell for Trish, never had the band, and Anon got over himself. You know, it's like a completely different version. It's a way nicer one. Out of nowhere, Fang grabs something out of Trish's hands and throws towards Anon, smacking him right in the face. What the fuck? Oh wait, no. What the fuck? The one who said that wasn't Anon, but rather the victim. No. The one who said that was not Anon, the victim, but rather it was Trish. Why rather it was? Why not? But I don't know. I feel like that sentence needs rewrite. Anon picks up the fall line from the ground and inspects it. Here he is as well, lean closer. Take a look at it. Some sort of abstract art, I think. Your mom is a musician. You know what a guitar pick is. Or oh god, no, I realized this is a CD case, isn't it? Oh no, she threw the fucking, oh. Oof. Does Amber even know what a CD is? Like in 2044, does your child know what a CD-ROM is? I can distinctly notice the words. No, you can read the words. You don't notice words, you read them, if you're reading them. I can read the words Worm Drum on it, however. Why do you have to distinctly notice? Like, this part is not, like, abstracted like the rest is. It's maybe, like, you know, Windows Word, goofy word art, but I don't think the carton tube would hurt. It doesn't make a funny sound. Fang, I just made that in art class. How the fuck did you get that printed? Who printed this for you? Who cut it into a jewel case shape? Pierce was quick to make a displeasure known. Fang brushes it off, topped off by a combat. Looks like Picasso had a seizure. I found myself giggling at that one, turning me a glass. Then looks over at Fang. With eyes demand an explanation as to why Anna was here. Why is no one asking why a 15-year-old is hanging out with these 18-year-olds? They're all like 18, 19, and you have this fucking 15-year-old of right. Like, come, get this woman out of here. She's like 3/4 your age. He was being an ass. I was. Never changed. So, why are we having this? Shouldn't this be like the bad? Just fucking rewrite the scene. Have it be a little sassier. Come on. Have fun. Don't do time travel and just do the same thing. That's Einstein tells you shouldn't do that. The band then starts quarreling with Fang over a couple of things. This is why Anon was here. Why is no one asking why Amber is here? She's sick. She's like 15, 16. She shouldn't be here. You're too old to be hanging out with a kid like her who's in freshman. I can assure you, like, if you're a bunch of punk kids who already don't like most people in the world, a straight-laced, like, freshman like Amber's like the last person you want in your room. Why is everyone so chill with her? Is she a capybara? Is Anon in her world a capybara? To which Fangs stated that they won't have to prove him wrong. Meaning that they had to play the guitar for the band. Shit! I did that thing where I lost something again. Well, give me a minute. I gotta find it. Oh, this is bad. Luckily I have a really good flashlight. Un momento. I may or may not have almost spilled an entire bag of Twix onto my floor. Because I wanted some chocolate. Because I'm hungry. Because take a fucking guess who's been busy. Alright. I can only watch on, though, in approval of Fag have a guitar. And picks up a bass for some reason. What? So I can only hope. Don't only. Just stop onlying. This isn't OnlyFans, so I can only hope they play the guitar later. Whatever, let's just go through with I need math money by Tuesday, and if I don't get it, I will stomp on your child. What kind of song name is that? You're, like, 15. If you're, like, this is a thing that I think is worth pointing out, right? If Amber comes from ending 4, and it's, like, straight ending 4 with everything else being the same, surely, at some point her mother has brought up, like, any of this. In some capacity. It feels really weird. Cause, like, this is like formative stuff. You should know. Even just by stumbling across an old guitar or something. I guess she's too good of a girl to actually do anything with that. Lame. Balking at the abhorrent sense of the band. We're ready to start playing. 3, 2, 1, go! And then the... I like that they put that in there. Slarp doesn't need that, but it's nice. The band begins playing after Fang's countdown. What found afterwards was a first-hand experience of the music we'd heard before. The whole song felt like a dissonant flashbang of the senses. It's only in the ears, man. My vision turned wide and my ears were ringing. That's because you're standing next to the speaker. Have some distance. Respect the music, man. My man. My homeboy Slice. My little soft serve sundae. Get it? Because she's like a pale white color, and probably very soft and fluffy, and she has a gingerbread heart. Once the song finished, I could feel myself return to normal. Ugh, their life is even worse. It's just not it. How'd they even settle on 2 basses? 2 asses! A glance at Anon shows that he's recuperating from the assault as well. Ugh. Nope, I don't want to do that one. What? Wait, what? Apparently, the U.S. government is now posting soy jacks. It's a bit of an odd play, but, I guess. Alright, where were you? See, totally awesome, right? Fang's voice shifts all focus to them. They're sweating somewhat, but it catches my attention that they look considerably distressed. Dude, what the hell? Fang, that's self-harm. Please cease. And I are holding back the beginnings of our respected grimaces. I'm pretty sure you grimaced through the entire song already. I think you should...
I think you should give the guitar a try.
He says with a pause. Oh, shut up. You don't know anything about music. Trish is quick to try and discredit Anon. I don't think she's trying. I think she is. Anon doesn't. But Fag isn't even fazed about Trish's comment. So, Amber, what do you think? What do you care? You're trying to be adult, right? You're trying to make this your fucking job. Why do you give a shit about what a crappy, straight-laced 16-year-old thinks about things? Come on! I'm not saying they should constantly discredit Amber as a person, but, like, they just met her, and they should, at the very least, be, like, a little bit of, like, Amber, I know what you're trying to do, but you are not my age, and I have finals. You know, that kind of stuff. It's minimal, keeping her at a respectable distance. You don't need to have your family on your nose. Shouldn't Fang, who is like constantly bitching that Nasser is up her ass, be like annoyed that basically Amber's doing the same thing? I feel like you're kind of missing several important beats of the song here. Fang now has put me on the spot, so all eyes turn to me. I close my eyes for a brief moment to try and break contact with that gaze as I steel myself to say the truth. Cost a little. I think it'd be better with guitar. A smile begins to grow in Fang's face, anticipation. Again, isn't like the whole point. I feel like this author just doesn't understand what he's actually doing with the plot, which is probably why we eventually get Toho. Might as well. They set down the bass and pick up a guitar from one of the cases. Fang looks happy at how things are. Trish looks quite unhappy with how things are turning out, however. Are you really going through with this? Didn't we decide that Verm Drama was better with only drum and bass? Questions get me thinking about the doable nature of such a band setup. How? You know this, but you don't know that your mom used to be in a band? Again, there's so much incongruity here with how Amber as a character is supposed to function in the greater narrative. Like, let me put my little beans down, right? I feel like you could make a more interesting story by having this be a completely separate timeline. Amber does not know about the past between these two characters, so she doesn't understand why her mom was like this, because mom was always like, oh, no, I was just a normal kid in school. And almost kind of up his ass, but he got over it pretty quickly. And these are, like, the Flanderized versions of them. Like, Anon, like, maybe her dad, Anon, sure, he was on 4chan, he was a bit of a shithead. But, you know, as he grew up, he was like, this is immature stuff, I got more important things to do. And then he met Fang, and they were both kind of, like, moderate adults. You know, they were growing up. They weren't, you know, quite there yet, because they're 18, but, you know. And these are, like, those things cranked up to 11. So Amber doesn't understand anything. And as Amber tries to help them, because she's like, oh, no, you can be better. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're 15. You're a freshman. You're family. I don't give a shit about my family. And so Amber is hit with the emotional distress of, like, my mom doesn't even like me. My dad doesn't like me. I can't talk to them because they keep treating me like a child, which is fair, because you are a fucking child. You're their child. So you end up with a far more interesting dynamic, but we get none of that. All I'm saying is there's a really good story here, and you're kind of pissing on the potatoes. And on is quick to correct me about my future knowledge, saying that only 2 bands have done it at this point in time. Another argument. Also, it's 2044. Surely in 24 years, another band has pulled it off. Another argument starts. Oh wait, is that why she knows 3? That'd be a good joke. Is that the joke here? I feel like you need to be a little thicker. Ugh. Still feels weird. Like, over time, whatever. That's cute, though. Kind of fucking shit up with that, though, because that's weird that she would... argument starts as Fang asks Trish what the deal is, and just getting the guitar out. It quickly grows heated as Trish refuses the idea. Labeling it as a waste of time that could be practicing. So basically, Fang is already like on Team Anon with this. Which, again, is like really contradictory for starting off with a fucking jump scare for E1. Fang's frustration shows on their face, mad at Trish's words as they confront her over how the band has been doing things. They haven't even listened to Fang play the guitar before settling on double basses. It's just, Trish's rebuttal is merely how the band has done things democratically, settled by votes. As science dominates the bands, they all contemplate the next words carefully, because otherwise the band could be at risk of falling apart. I hold my breath, scared that a single exhale will shatter the fragile air in the auditorium. I'll suffocate. It was then, in the darkness next to me, that a voice spoke out in defense of Fang. Just give Fang a chance, will you? Have you ever even let them play guitar?
Just give Fang a chance, will you? Have you ever even let them play guitar with the band?
It was Anon who, in my eyes, seemed to shine ever so slightly. Why do you even need to do anything, Amber? It seems like your mom and dad are fine. Just go home. Everyone knows that if you kill yourself in the past, whoever sent you to the past is like, fuck, and has to send you back to the future. Because God or the Time Lord is going to be like, you dumbass. Fucked up. I was supposed to teach them a lesson. Yeah, but we're not doing functional immortality, so she's going back to the future. As if they were Fang's light in the dark. Shut up! I get that they're your parents, but come on. His words bring the man to a halt and stands stunned. Who the fuck is Anon? Why do they care what this dumbass has to say? Fang slowly turns to look at Anon in surprise. Is this the first time Dad did something for Mom? So I potentially witnessed the start of my parents. That's the wrong apostrophe S. It's S apostrophe because it is the plural possessive. I celebrate in slight glee as thoughts of their romance are flooding my mind with its possibilities. So Anon makes the good choice. So Amber could just go home and it's fine, right? Amber's the one causing ending 1 to happen, like fucking it up. Which is also a very fun way of doing things. Like, have the non-ending 1 do stuff, and because they're an idiot, they fuck it up worse. I'm brought down from my cloud as Anon continues to hammer on this point. Maybe you could have it be like, ending 3 Fang would be a good one. Because she's already messed up. You could have it be ending 2 Anon, who just wants to get through it. Like, there's a lot of ways to make that work, and make it interesting. And be about, like, it's easy to assume you know better. It's the big risk of time travel stories. You really are, Fat. Friend, you should at least let them try. She just left speechless as she tries to say something. Only to not say anything multiple times. Ultimately, she throws up her hands in defeat. Ugh. Fine. I guess we can try with the guitar. Ready to start jamming, Fang calls out to her bandmates. Alright, this time we're doing I Gave the Kids Jonestown Special, and I'm going to jail. And her eyes slump in exasperation. It goes nothing. It's Fang's directions they start their performance, as opposed to the slow tune from before. This time Fang's going 110% on the guitar. Like a bird that's finally been let out of their cage, free to spread their wings. Why would you know any of this? Like, your mom is a teacher, as far as I can tell, at high school. So you've never... Like, this implies knowledge you shouldn't have. Or don't seem to have. The difference was like night and day. Soon, I found myself enjoying the song and nodding along to the rhythm. While the playing wasn't stellar, it was definitely a step in the right direction. It was my opinion as the song came to an end. I think it's quick to tell Trish of the vast difference with a smile on their face. See, totally better with a guitar, Trish. Amidst their joy, Anon jumps on stage with a smug grin on his face. Ha!
I win!
We all collectively turn to Anon, to which Fang immediately gets a look of realization. Oh, god damn it! There goes my fleeting thoughts of a blooming romance. I get a little disappointed at Anon's lack of tact. He's your dad! Why do you keep calling him Anon? Like, I get from like a narrative point of view that makes sense, but so much of this is implied to be your thoughts as they happen. Like, shouldn't you be like trapped calling them mom and dad for a while before you shake it off? It's been like a week. Dozens of Spalaxes. Well, they've not even is one Spalaxes. So, just a normal band now? Anon gets a scowl from Trish before she decides to bring it to a void. Unfortunately, it's one voice for sticking with double basses and a whopping 4 voices for sticking with guitar. I also find myself raising my hand. As soon as the vote ends, Fang jumps up in excitement. A brief discord over how the songs are handled ensues. It is resolved. There's only one instrument needs to be redone. You know, you can just one, you know. Totally no synergies or harmony. SMH in my head. Oh. Poor guy. As the conversation dies down, Trish, in a noticeably sour mood, looks at me. What about you? You gonna play or chicken out? The figurative spotlight is now on me. If you get on stage, the actual spotlight's on you. It's time! I hop on stage and look at Trish. Well, I wouldn't pass up this chance, so get ready! My confidence serves to piss Trish off, who looks about ready to tear into me. I pick up another spare guitar Fang brought with them from its case. I strum the strings to see if the guitar is properly tuned. It only needs a couple of minor adjustments, many others are ready to go. Play Wonderwall! I hook up the guitar to the amp. Fang used pride and took my position on stage. The band gets off the stage to let me play, but I yell out to stop Reed from doing so. Hey Reed! Hey Reed, can I ask you to play the drums? Reed looks at me confused. You want me to play with you? Even though you're supposed to show us your skill? Of course! How am I supposed to play a good song without some good drums? My answer leaves Reed stupefied before he regains his senses. He happily hops back behind his drum set. You're cheating! Alright, Amby. What do you need from your pal, Reed? Reed picks up a stick, waiting for my instructions. I need to play me this beat with a mix of drum and cymbal. I start clapping a beat to which Reed simply listens and tries to get a feel for it. Once he's heard enough, he started practicing on his drums. What, like this? What he's playing is mostly on par, but needs a tiny bit of adjustment. Just have him do it right. You don't need to fucking... I continue to circle until I get the sound I'm looking for. Wow, great that we had that extra line in there. Alright. Alright, am I go okay? Reed nods in confirmation, waiting for my signal. I face the spectators and take a deep breath. You got this, Samba, showtime! I begin my countdown and as it ends, I stop playing. I need to look up what a spillax is now. I'm too curious. What is a spillax? What the hell is that? What the hell? Why does it look like that? Ah! What is... It has no eyes? It just looks so dumb. Oof. What a mysterious creature. It looks so fake. Jesus Christ, what a terrifying thing. Something about it, man. My lips are so dry. I don't know why. It's probably because I knocked up all that dust cleaning my room. The song begins, and Reen and me give it our all from the onset. My focus is entirely on playing. Duh! Since the song we're performing is meant to be played with one main and one backup guitar. For the sake of demonstrating my skill, I switch guitar lines at certain points, as the main doesn't play for a good portion of the song. You know, the main singer is just supposed to be singing all the time, and I don't want to bother. The song sounds good enough as we approach the switch points, okay? I honestly don't fucking care. Dude, one more time from the top non-stop. You know what this story feels like at times? It feels like Amber is like her own self-insert, right? The whole thing kind of feels like Amber is like the self-insert of her own life. She's Mary Stewing herself. How do you even do that? Spears, I get the sense that a naive freshman is interacting with a delinquent senior. I love the term delinquent. Mrs. Roberts in the auditorium. See, someone here understands the actual problems with these characters being in the same room for extended periods of time. Mrs. Roberts, your brave and noble sacrifice will not be forgotten. Anywhere they'll open the song, Fang, what are you doing, Fang? It's Jesus Christ. Like, what the... Who the fuck is Amber to these people? Wow, it's really weird how he just instantly became friends with everyone. Like, especially considering that for the most part, we don't really care about freshmen. It's really weird. Like, Reed is kind of alright because they had that other scene and Reed's generally a cool guy. But, like, Fang and Trish are trying to be hardcore cool guys, so they wouldn't. They just wouldn't. This is gonna rock and roll. I'm gonna walk and roll all night. I'm gonna walk and roll. You're my friend now. We have soft talk? We're gonna have soft tacos later. I love that stupid little line. To perform earnestly alongside Mom. Why have you never done that before? Why is your mom such a dick? It's culminated to a spectacular finish, as we all hit one final strong note on the looping point. They're all breathing hard. Why is Reed so into it? Fang is sweating buckets. I can't believe I'm cold-blooded. I'm still sweating. I turn to look through the auto seats, and I see them. Trish with a maw wide open. Trish is probably trying to catch flies. Amber, don't be mean about it. Lion has a strong expression on his face. They said we knocked the ball out of the park.
That was awesome.
Wow. Thank you. Okay, cool. Why is... Fucking Sienna's here too? God damn. Trish gets replaced by Fong time travel daughter in La Banda. Oh man, that's so mean. I love how after all this we have to include. God damn, it's so. You know how I mentioned before, and it still kind of feels like it a lot. That what's it called? Falling Down feels like a telenovela in terms of like how sloppy and just hot dog shit the writing is. I feel in a weird way this is the same, but it's like done somewhat well enough. And like everything somehow does and doesn't line up. And it feels like it's all designed to work on camera more than actually work as a story. It's been a couple of days of performance at school. Sienna showed up at my door and you would run. Didn't even let up on Saturday. We just ran around the city for a couple of hours. A couple of hours?! A couple of fucking hours? No, I'm not against Sienna doing anything. It's like, why did she show up for this? Like, it makes her kind of creepy to like be spying on this random person who showed up to school one day. Like, I get that they want to fucking make out, but jeez, man. It's really weird, and I feel like the scene needs to be written a bit differently to actually work. But, like, a couple of fucking hours? You've been at this for a week, and you're taking on, like, an actual proper sprint? What the hell? The hell trade began once again. This I'm going to die. Take some rest days. Like, when you're building this shit up, you need to take it easy or your body's going to explode. You're getting faster already. You went for several hours! Once you can run for more than an hour, I assure you, you're doing well. What the fuck? We're super early though. What you wanna do? In all honesty, I just prefer laying down right now. I don't see anything, however. The garden sounds fine. Auntie Rosa. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, because Anna goes to the gardens around this point because of Naomi. Is this really why they're here? It'd be the goofiest fucking reason. If Anon shows up in this scene, I'm gonna laugh. This is so dumb. Buenos dias. I see you brought a friend with you today, Sienna. Even the Sierra Rose are always equated to each other. Wow! Your OC already knows one of the other main cast. Wow! I forgot what voice I gave Sienna. So she will not be voiced at all. Ah, esta chica. Did she make you run here as she often does herself, Carino? Rose was not talking to me, though the only part I could understand was the question. Jesus fucking Christ. Surely, having her in your life in such a way that you call her Auntie Rosa, your capacity to speak Spanish should be a little fucking better than that! I just feel that if you're gonna call her Auntie Rosa, you know enough to know what Buenos Dias is, Chica, or fucking Carino! So we're gonna be forced into every snoot scene. So far, she's not actually been forced into the flower scene with Naomi. But she is going pretty toe-to-toe for, like, you should not be here. Oh, but it's alright. I don't mind it. I quickly covered for Sierra's brutal regime, despite me not being okay with it at all, for her sake. What a great relationship you're building with your friend. You're lying to her. On day one! Rosa looks at me dubiously. If you say so. Though if she ever gets too tough, just tell me. I'll give her a talking to with my chancla. Smacks her on the face. Ah! Naomi is going to be really concerned that Adol has been seeing a lot with Amber. Hey, Anon, I know that you're a weird internet creep who like harasses children online. Why are you hanging out with this actual literal child all the time? Especially since this is a child you don't know. Also a child that looks a lot like the woman you're like lusting after. I just feel there's some problems we need to talk about here, buddy. You just fucking know that Anna would say, it's just not a problem. We're both in high school. So Naomi, like, smile drops. It's like, oh, god damn it, really? If she ever gets through, okay. Gianna's taken aback and she looks at me with the most pitying look she could muster, begging me never to sick Rosa on her. I nod to reassure her. You got it. Eso me recuerda. You look very similar to Fang Anver. The Spanish have the letter B, right? It's in Buenos Dias. Why would you not be able to pronounce Ember? I'm about to fucking blow this man's asshole out of his cheeks. Do you know what the Spanish word for amber is?
Ámbar.
Why doesn't she just fucking call her Amber? Why does she call him Amphar?
Ámbar. Ámbar.
The word exists in Spanish. Fuck! Could you not be bothered to throw the word into Google Translate for 2 seconds? Holy shit! Oh! Like, I know it's a minor fucking detail, but it's the kind of shit that matters! That makes you look sexy! There's something sexy about shitting the goddamn bed after I took a shower! Now that would be a plot twist, Add-on gets together with Amber instead of Fang, and then she's just a vanishing scene from Shrek Forever After. Or fading, whatever it... And Fang is like, oh god, thank fucking god she's gone. Anna, you've any idea how much of a creep you are? Jesus fucking Christ. I'm so goddamn pissed off about this Amber thing.
Ámbar. Ámbar.
Amber. Again. God, fuck! Oh! Yeah, she's my cousin. Oh, así que son primas. That's wonderful. I hope to have you around the gardening club from time to time, Amber. Amber. Hopefully not during school beautification, as Fang often finds themselves in. Haha. Ho ho. Extreme Man, you really grew up in a different world, huh? It's like, you can't do that. You can't send her to beautification. Well, what would they do in your timeline, Amber? Well, they would just beat the shit out of me and tear one of my teeth out and tell me to never do it again. Oh, is that any less, Amber? Oh, well, you know, you get out of it. You grow your teeth back, right? Everyone is like, I thought you were, like, still teething at 15! Amidst his laughter, someone else approaches. At first glance, it's a Limeroon Stegosaurus with a... How would you not... I mean, I guess she does know, like, 30 to 40-year-old Stella, so... Wearing a white shirt and jean shorts, needless to say, I already know who this is. Then how the fuck did you not just bring that up first? Why do you introduce her by shape? Auntie Stella. Morning, Rosa. And good morning to you, Sienna. I also know you. I know her well because she's the cool OC character that gets to kiss everyone. Even though it's a little weird for me to be kissing people. Stella wasn't even in the ending for us. Amber, I'm sorry. I'm not in the right ending. I don't think we met. Who's this? Even with her friends, Auntie Stella can't help but be socially stunted, can she? What the fuck are you talking about? She's just asking who you are. What the fuck do you mean she's socially stunted? This is a perfectly fine way to say hello. I can't believe she didn't immediately give me the secret handshake. What a fucking social retard. Jesus, Amber. Stella, this is Amber. She is... Thanks, cousin. She is good for, you know, lumbar support. Rose introduced me to Stella, who gets all excited at the sudden mention of getting real close to me for some reason. Personal space. Come on, personal space. Would you like your fortune read? Huh? Stella's question makes me look at her in confusion, and behind her I can see Rosa shaking her head in exasperation. Oh, that's good. Sure. As soon as I give Stella confirmation, she backs off and pulls out a deck of cards out of somewhere. She fumbles around with it for a bit before spreading it before me. You're going to pick 3 cards. 1 for your past, 1 for the present, and 1 for your future. The first is past. Come on! I hesitantly grab a card from the deck. I said it before and I'll say it again. If they do a reading, I do a reading. Stella tries to give Ambrose a tarot reading, but because of the time travel thing, the cards just blew up in flames. I'd love that. I'd love that a lot. Take out my tarot cards. Instead, I immediately start sniffing Ambar. Oh no! You're a furry in this universe! Ooh-woo! Get out of here! Alright, which cards are we doing? We're doing the Sun, the Chariot, and the World. Of course, they're all major arcana, because every fucking person who does this shit is a lazy fucking bastard! Can't even translate Amber! God! I'm so fucking pissed at how lazy this guy is. The Chariot. The Sun. And Zavarudo. The card's just blue screen. Man, the day someone pulls the 4th of Wands. Yeah, exactly! Let's see, the Sun. It's a very nice card. It's the sun, there's sunflowers, those probably have symbolic meaning. It's a baby on a horse with a big fat tarp. He's swinging around. Oh no, it's a spear with a banner on it, which implies conquest and success. But the sun is looking a little meh. Sun is like, I don't know. I think this child might not succeed at his goals in life. So I personally say you gotta keep moving forward. It's energy, man. You need that energy. Let's see. Material happiness, fortunate marriage, contentment. The same in a lesser sense if reversed. So basically, Amber's past is great. It makes sense. I mean, that child does look pretty happy. He's got a funny hat, too. I love kids that have funny hats. Upright chariot. I like how the sun is not reversed or upright. It's just... So we got upright chariot. Chariot, we got a black and a white sphinx. They got tits! There's a big guy in charge. It's kind of got that emperor vibes. There's a grand city in the back. It is a chariot. You can see the wheels. Feels like a bit of a mysterious card. A card of confrontations, of being asked great questions with enigmatic answers. The time of trials and tribulations, where it may be hard to move forwards, because that chariot is made out of solid stone, man. Can you riddle me these questions, Lee? Let's see. Succor, providence, also war, triumph, presumption, vengeance, trouble, riot, quarrel, dispute, litigation, defeat. So basically, yeah, I mean, fair enough. It's a card of trying your best. And then we got Savarido, which is upside down, which is inertia, fixity, stagnation, and permanence. So we're already making it that she can't leave? That's lame. Conquest, stand ready for my... What does Stella have to say? Sun is happiness. She has control and determination. It's not really what the chariot card's about. Like, both in how the chariot card looks and what my little booklet is telling me, that's not really what the chariot card's about. And finally, there's the upside down Savarudo. You must not rush it. Isn't, like, I just told you the reverse of the world is inertia, fixity, stagnation, permanence. Isn't the whole point of upside down world that you should be fucking trying? Like, the world upright is assured success, route, voyage, immigration, flight, a change of pace, things happening. The upside down is, hey, that shit ain't happening, try a little harder, you dumb fuck. So not only is this an only major arcana fucking reading, oh, well, in the major arcana, it's a major arcana reading that doesn't even try. Fuck! Dude, this fix sucks. It's not trying anything. Couldn't put on its own fucking shoes if its mom wasn't there to help it. God damn it! Fuck you! Shit! I'm actually legitimately pretty angry about this. Jesus fucking Christ! Like you read a card in a way that it can't even be read, and then you read a card in reverse. Jesus Christ! Fuck off! I'm legit. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. What the fuck is Agua de Jamaica? What the fuck is Sorrel? Whatever. I'm mad, man. I'm mad. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna clear my head because it's like what a hot dog shit chapter, man. What a hot dog shit chapter. Amber is places she shouldn't be. Everything goes her way like a fucking Mary Sue. The card reading is ass. The Amber name is dog shit. Like, what a fucking garbage chapter. Jesus. Such good momentum. And then this is what you decide to put out? You know, I welcome the crushing. Just crush Ember. Amber, crush her! I'm gonna take a few minutes. Give me a minute. almost ready and able to go. I think the author needed a bit more of a hook than the time travel bit, so you could do so much you could do as well. Like make Cyanna a suspiciously purple triceratops with green eyes, especially since I feel like he only wants to focus on particular aspects. Would you mind explaining that? First the purple triceratops bit, and then next up what you mean with like the particular aspects. Once you put those down, I can start the recording and I can get going. I'm still recovering. I'm still like... I'm doing that thing what YouTubers used to do for a long time. I'm like drinking a whole lot of alcohol. I'm going, yeah, baby. I'm gonna need a load of Jack Daniels to get through this bad video game. And then they drink water from a bottle because they're actually 20 years old and living in their parents' basement. So good luck actually getting Jackie D. Their dad only drinks Pabst Blue Ribbon. Poor guy. Woof. Why a crawfish? Why a crawfish? Woof. Is this like one of those jelly donut situations? Can't believe Amber got hit with the old jelly donut. Bappy bappy pause. Bappy pause. Ba 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 ba. Put your little bappy paws bap 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 bap. All right. Actually, I gotta admit, I do kind of like I like a good weird plot, and like, man, you can't beat fucking future Trish and Anon's child fights future Anon and Fang's child. It's pretty great. Like, I got another point. Hello, recording people. Welcome to the part where Safi complains about things for a while. So, Mr. Aaron Nolan Bennett brought up a bunch of stuff. Why don't we just, right? This is a really simple fix. Why don't we just have Amber be 18 years old and in senior year? That way, Amber hanging out with these people feels way more organic. Amber has more connective tissue with her mom, and it feels more like this weird disjunction of, like, my mom is now my age, and we agree on things. The writing is okay, too. Got a good flow, but it's sometimes inconsistent. Some parts force me a little, especially for fanfiction. Why not just hit the marks on something you want to do? So other things that he also said is needed more of a hook. And, the author only wanted to focus on certain aspects. I'm gonna get to that in a bit. Let's see. When Rosa hands out the food, Sienna slaps out of Amber's hand and gives her a bag of crawfish to eat. Because you can't give someone Jeremy crawfish to eat. He's the D&D guy. It's like that Family Guy scene where every pairings kids goes back in time to make their rounds canon. The Samantha and Reed. Wait, what? I was not prepared for Reed Mantha. I was not prepared. What the? What? Woof. But I do feel like this plot has so many, like, a bigger problem I have is, again, Amber feels like the opposite of Fang. Like, she's too nice, she's too kind. She feels really young in a way, in that she talks very flamboyantly, but doesn't really seem to think all that flamboyantly. Like, there's a lot about Amber in this that just does not work with the story it's trying to tell. Like, it could just be going back in time and being isolated from the future. And Amber and Fang don't actually need help. So, she's just stuck. And it's this disparity of, like, I will never be my parents' child. They will never finish raising me. And I guess I have to make peace with that. I just lost 24 years. And I'm gonna have to ugh. And then at some point she starts, like, recognizing things. Although admittedly it would have been like 24 years by the time she gets to where she was. Oof. It's the future. Womb transplants are a thing. We just need to convince one of the Switch teams. We'd probably do it for $20. Oh my gosh. Like, again, I feel like there's a really interesting premise of Amber is 18 years old, goes back in the past, meets their parents, but comes from a different timeline, so it's like things don't quite align with how she remembers them from what her mom told her. And on one hand, at first she's like, cool, my mom is an emo goth teen like me. Like, it's like a wish she made. Like, I wish my mom would get my emo goth teen phase. I wish my mom understood why I want to be a Sparkle Dog. And so she gets that. She gets Fang, who's like, oh yeah, baby, Sparkle Dogs, furries go. I'm non-binary, woohoo! Yoo-hoo! And then we kind of build on that concept, right? We have it be like, oh no, Mom and Anon aren't hanging out, and Anon is an absolute terrible person, and Fang is also kind of hot dog shit. You know, I feel like they're... I feel... like, you can also have it be like she's young, right? She's too young to hang out with them. Like, she's freshman year, or she's even before high school, and it's like, something needs to change, but she's too young. Like, no one cares what she has to say. No one really trusts her on this except Samantha, because Samantha is like, you know, like that, I guess. And Fang is like, you're just a weird creep clone child, you know? Or, again, you could just fucking write the Amber Sienna fic. Right in the future. Give us some cute stuff. What happens in 2044? What is 2044 like in this world, according to you? How does Amber deal with that? How does Anon deal with that? You could have Sienna bring up, like, old memories of Anon by digging around in their attic or someday or something. Or look at some family pictures. And, then Anon brings up the past, and he's like, man, things have changed, haven't they? Have it be aliens! It's 2044, and aliens have contacted humanity. I don't know. I feel like you could do a lot with this. Have Anon use alien slurs. Call them those nasty Xenos. Rawr. Like I said, man, it's not sexy to shit in the bed when I just clean myself. I know at some point I actually gotta get properly started, but come on, man. I'm a little tuckered out. I'm a little tuckered out here. All right, here we go. 5 minutes of stalling and delays. That's how you know it's a Safi Crook original. The day goes on as I find myself once again in and out of thoughts. The classes are relatively straightforward. Actually, you know, it'd be very cute. We have the future, right? Amber has like a brain chip, right? And it's a brain chip that will explode if she can't update it in 30 days. So it's like, I gotta get back to the future before my mandatory Elon Musk mega government brain chip kills me. The classes are relatively straightforward enough for me to be able to zone out from time to time. Just like before, Sienna knows something is up. Just kiss already! Normal people would, in fact, agree with her, but right now, I don't consider myself normal. The very fact I found myself at this time goes to show that there is something more to the inner workings of the world that I do not understand. I'm not hung up, I'm just thinking things through this time. Again, inverse world is like telling you to not stagnate. It's the opposite of what Stella told you. It's a fuck up. My answer is followed by a tired sigh. As much as I would like answers once, I'm probably gonna have to wing this. Despite not being entirely convinced of Stella's fortune reading, Sienna at least tries to cheer me up by reminding me that I can do something about it. You're right, I just gotta watch my step. It's not like fate's going to automatically screw me over anyway. Ha! What a comedic timing! This is where the opposite happens. Jesus fucking Christ. Really? We're doing Whedon-esque writing? I laugh off my words, attempt to lighten the mood. Tell me to wish you and fight there. Oh no, how could this happen? Comedic timing? What's that? I look around the room and see that it's empty. Everyone just disappeared. It's because you're... You know, we all know what the real answer is. And the world was looking Guayo.
But I'm a sparkle dog. I won't want Gway.
What the heck? Let her swear! She's 15! Before I could even finish my sentence, a sharp pain in my chest and heavy pressure encompassed my body. Horrible, familiar pain. The crushing. You're having a heart attack! Have you considered that time travel might have given you something that requires a triple bypass? Maybe you should see a doctor. See a fucking doctor! Having crushing chest pain is not normal. I love how she's like, oh no, the crushing, it's magical, it's supernatural, I shouldn't see a doctor. What? Why is everyone fine with this? I clutched my heart in agony. I vanished from existence and suffered a heart attack. Best not see a doctor about that. Unlike the heavy suffocation I felt before the pain, my chest was growing stronger and stronger. I screamed out in pain, falling to the ground in heavy breaths. I like how... You have to remember, right, that I'm pretty sure she told Samantha about the crushing. And Samantha's like, it's fine. If she dies, it's fine. This time time travel made my blood sugar really... What is this fucking Gintama? Ginson, your blood sugar. Time travel made it really high. With my final yell, something starts to emerge from my chest. Oh, god damn it! What the fuck are the xenomorphs doing here? As it leaves my body more and more. Holy shit, that's a long xeno. As it leaves my body more and more, the pain of the crushing begins to fade. On my hands and knees, breathing ragged, I look at the thing that came from my side. It's a black mass of some sort. It's a fucking xenomorph. If I were to describe it with an example, I'd say it's a black gooey meatball. It's that fucking thing from it's dark matter from Kirby 3. That's pulsating. I quickly checked my shirt to see if it left a stain where it came from. I like how your first concern is, did my shirt get stained? It's not, did my chest burst open? Are my ribs broken? am I bleeding? No, her first fucking concern is, does my shirt have a stain on it? For fuck's sake, she's 15! There's nothing, thankfully, to actually sigh in relief. Surely she knows about xenomorphs. Her fucking dad is a nerd! The mass is just floating in space, not doing anything. It's just standing there, menacingly. Even as I wait for something to happen, nothing does. Growing impatient. It's never good when you're... Listen, listen, let me just put my beans down. You can't have your mysterious evil thing do nothing. That's not threatening. That's boring. I could use this so much. Growing impatient, I go to poke the thing. As soon as my finger's but a mere inch from it, a voice comes from it. Fright. As soon as I hear it speak, I retract my hand and look up, startled. Did it just talk? A fair distance between the mass isn't saying anything anymore, so the sounds continues. God damn it, this nightmare dream realm sure is fucking boring. Where are my nurses in skimpy outfits to represent my repressed sexuality because the author's a fucking loser? You're 15! Where are your hormones? Like, I get it, right? But you can at least acknowledge that Amber has, like, the gushy feelings. We're barely getting that with Sienna. Ugh. Ugh. It's gonna turn out that Amber doesn't have tits, right? She's flat-chested. And no one bothers to talk about how that might impact her self-image, considering, you know, when you grow up in school and people start having the tits, all the girls will start laughing at you for not having them. I assure you that's how it goes. Or at the very least, you'll feel self-conscious about it, because it's like, why is my body not doing what everyone else's body is doing? Normies like to fit in. I'm just saying that Amber feels like she doesn't exist as a human being, or a dinosaur being, I guess. Will it only talk if I'm close? Do I have to rub my hands all over this evil orb? Rub the orb! They laugh now, but soon lumbar pain! My face scrunches up in disgust at the thought of having to get close to it. I'm racist! I don't want to be near this black thing! Amber, for fuck's sake! You can't say that! But seeing as nothing is happening, it's a benign black. I resign myself, glad that at least it didn't even... What are your priorities? I'm stuck in a spooky ghost realm, and Hermaeus Mora has summoned me. At least my shirt is clean. What is wrong with her? For fuck's sake, Amber! Once again, I approach the master, just give it a good old hug. Its voice is a faint whisper, barely audible. Looks like I'm gonna have to rub it on my ears. You mean your oracles. Or whatever they're called. What are they called again? Earless lizard. A tympanum? Get that shit out of here. The auricular! There we go! I cup my hands under to try and pick it up. It's floating. Just grab it by the sides. Give it a good old noogie. I failed, though, as the mast starts to float above my hand. Seeing as how it's falling on my hands, gotta bring it closer. Mistake you here. Now close enough I can hear more than 2 words to talk to. Hey, what the fuck are you, buddy? Help maintain history. Maintain history? What does that mean? I travel through time. What could it be? Your dad is a nerd. Surely you've seen a time travel movie. Anon would have shown you Back to the Future at least once. Jesus Christ. Did they have an internet reset between now and 2024? 2044? Because I guess in 24 years that can happen. But make that a fucking interesting plot point. Do something! Instead of Amber just being this weird blob. Like, Amber had a personality early on, and now it's like, it feels like she doesn't have any depth. She's like an interesting orb, flattened with a smack of a hand. Oh no, I gotta make like a tree hand. Do you have any purposes to keep history from changing? Yeah, sure, buddy. Why is Hermaeus Mora trying to help me? I'm not Hermaeus Mora. Hermaeus Mora talks like this, like he's or something like that. Fuck it, we're gonna go with this. I forgot what Hermaeus Mora actually sounds like. I know he sounds something in that direction. Is that why it stopped talking to me from telling Spears who I was before? Did you give me a heart attack so I couldn't tell Spears? What the fuck, man? But then why didn't it stop me from telling Grandma? As of reading my thoughts, the mass answers me. I mean, admittedly, I come from a future where everyone's brains are implanted with Elon Musk's murder death chip. So honestly, I'm kind of used to my thoughts being read. I'm just kind of confused it's not trying to kill me. You know, I miss the future present, I guess. What's so cool about it? Well, you know, every morning you would wake up and you'd see the news and you'd see who Elon Musk accidentally killed because he rolled over in bed. Very throaty that added extreme lines. No, Safi, you're supposed to talk really slow like you need 2 minutes to say a 5-word sentence. Predict accidents. What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean you can't predict accidents? What even is an accident in the cosmological sense? If history is a thing to be maintained, then accidents don't exist. There are disruptions, which are in themselves accidents. But what the fuck are you talking about? Seeing as it can read my mind, it can probably tell what I plan to say out loud, but not what I don't mean. What the fuck do you mean? If it can read your mind, it knows everything. You're talking about surface thoughts. It seems that it was a genuine lucky break that this thing didn't make me kneel over in front of Grandma. So it's already fucked up its job. This guy sucks. This is not Time Cop. Get out of here. It seems the genuine. Okay. Despite being able to read my mind, it seems to wait for me to speak in such a continuing line of questioning. So why now? After all that's happened. Spirit was weak before. I guess it really wasn't in the best state of mind before. Wait, what was that vision I saw on the rooftop? It's not me. Did I hear Doomsday Device? Big red button? Boy, do I! Smacks it. Its answer confuses me. This thing is already leading me in the right direction, but now you're telling me there's someone else? Homestead. It's Toho. It's fucking Toho. There's a Toho in here. Spirit Week, Baby Stundo? Spirit Week, Baby Stundo? God damn it, this fucking bullshit. Unsettled. It seems that it doesn't really know either, so move on to my next question. Before I could ask, it just starts talking again. Ghost. Immortality. Endless possibilities. Must prevent. As soon as it stopped talking, I could feel my eyes being forced to blink. Oh no, I'm blinking consciously! As they shut, the sound filled my ears again. I'm opening up to it. Wow! This orb sucks! I hate him! I can't believe it's a fucking Toho reference. Shit, what's the thing I was thinking of? This is just a really shitty soap opera. Faux show. Faux show. Sienna's voice calls out from beside me, so I turn my head. Oh, well, yeah, what'd you say? Seeing as I find myself displaced again and so abruptly, the best I could come up with in short notice. You're probably pretty spacing out there anyway. According to Sienna, I was sitting still for a good 5 minutes, not saying anything, just blankly staring ahead. If you're not capable of if you're not if you're gonna take me somewhere to talk, at least stop time in the real world or something. At least capable of that. Knowing that whatever I spoke to could read my thoughts, I make sure to thoroughly process my complaints in my mind. Just daydreaming. I smile and shrug, seeing as I have no better alternative of explaining my dissociative state. Sierra saw me and, furrow on her brow, told me that she wasn't entirely convinced. That at this point she was trying to... I wonder if Sienna came into existence because she really wanted to write that Rachel fic and realized she couldn't anymore. It feels very sloppy. Sienna went back to what she was doing before, but I couldn't help but notice a slight frown on her face. Despite having become friends, my need for secrecy stops me from being truly honest with her. I'm making her feel like that. Aren't you planning to leave? Stop getting attached. I may have gotten a better warning if she just drank the magic 8-ball juice. The lunch bell rings, and thus lunch is had. Thankfully, Sienna moves on, and we found us talking normal again. But deep down, I know it's all going to keep piling up until it can't go any higher and collapses. You're 16! Oh, man. Whew. Once lunchtime ended, I found myself in a new experience. Seeing as how I was a recent entry to high school, it took a bit for my elective to give me an answer. I began to wonder if I would spend the elective period free again. Now, he told me during lunch that I couldn't attend today's music class. From doing nothing to doing something I can at least enjoy. Arriving at the school's music classroom, I opened the door. Saw the people inside sitting down and passing down a worksheet from the front. Oh, hello there. You must be Amber, right? A relaxed voice with a hint of an English accent called my name, making me turn and face its source. Why are you making it so dramatic? Oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Jingo. Oh, wait. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my music class. I return the greeting kindly, which grants me a nod from Mr. Jingo. Come with me for a moment. Let's talk about your integration with the class. He leads me over to his desk. I make my way there, and I glance towards the rest of the class. Most of them are working on the sheet that was handed down, but I noticed two pairs of eyes trailing me specifically. It was Anon and Fang. Listen, I know people are gonna bitch, but, I think it's not too weird to have electives be shared across years to increase capacity. Because, it's not guaranteed that there will be enough people, so you kind of double up on years and all that. So it's not out of place. So look if I get away with more. I did expect Fang to be a wise in on here. I thought he would have picked another elective since he's in the best of music. He's a really good singer though. Yeah, in 24 years' time. I'll give him a little wave before turning my attention back to Mr. Jingle as he reaches his desk. I guess I'm gonna have to hack Fang's phone now. He and I go over some topics regarding my skill level. Seeing as it was a fresh face, he wanted a demonstration to properly determine my abilities. Hoping we can play something before class, but before I get up, a light blue T-Rex stumbles up to the desk. Hey, teacher, I'm gonna need a signature for this slip here. The T-Rex appears to be emitting smoke, though on closer inspection, the T-Rex isn't a person in and of itself. How the fuck are you fooled by this costume? It's a costume, and from now how its voice is speaking, I could tell who is inside. Reed? Yo, Amber, go sing here. How's it hanging? Reed's speech is somewhat slurred, which I'm guessing is caused by whatever's burning in there. Reed, do you need a fire extinguisher? Before I could respond to Reed, Mr. Jingle tells me to take a seat away while he deals with Reed. As I search for a seat, I naturally gravitate towards two people in particular. Why are they okay with this? And seeing as it was a perfectly fresh empty seat that had just been moved, it was safe to say that I was being invited to join them. Jesus Christ, Fang, get a life. You're gonna graduate next year. Then what the fuck is Amber to you? I take a seat next to Amber and Fang. And on Fang. So, Amber, welcome to Mr. Jingo's class, but knowing you probably won't learn anything here. Fang addresses me sharing their thoughts. Well, it was this or nothing. The other electives caught my attention. I'm really bad at high school. You think that considering I went to high school for the first time, like in my own timeline, I'd have like any fucking interests? Like cooking class, home ec, video games, advanced mathematics, Dungeons and Dragons, track and field, like fucking anything? You're 15, you should be in the hormonal phase, rebelling against your parents, finding yourself, not doing what your fucking parents are already doing, you goddamn lazy asshole! Oh, but I was excited. Ugh. I'm fine with this. Admittedly, I was acting cool for your parents' sake. You're 15, you can't be cool to 18-year-olds. But I was excited. Not only had I finally joined a music class, your mom must have taught you plenty. And I was also sharing it with Fang. It might not be mom right now, but this is surely close enough. That's a terrible way to look at someone. By the way, this reminds me, do you think Reed was sleeping or just pretends to be when Anna was going through Fang's phone? I think he was genuinely sleeping. Like, for all of Reed's situations, I feel like if he genuinely wanted Anon to know the information on that phone, he probably would have just said it himself. The guy is willing to choke Anon because Trish told him, so, you know. I think he'd be a little more protective of Fang's phone. If only because the man knows secrecy, right? Like, remember, the man does illicit deals. He needs to be, you know... at least this glass... Well, at least this...
Well, at least this class will be easy for you, unlike my tone-deaf ears that can't decipher this ancient script.
Anon grows with the lack of musical experience, which earns him an eye roll from Fang. We just went over this a second ago. How did you forget already? The admonishing tone Fang took with him and the body language radiated annoyance, but Anon simply shrugged it off.
Well, I was in the middle of connecting the dots when Amber came over, so I mixed up what I was thinking. Have you seen Amber's flat ass?
How was Anon distracted by any woman that he isn't ogling awkwardly? Anon, you're used to avoiding gazes with women. Digrid was peering into the astral plane. Well, if it's my fault, you wouldn't mind me helping you, would you? You're 15! Wouldn't Anon be embarrassed about that? I took the opportunity to help Anon with something music related. I would take the opportunity to help Anna with something music related in a heartbeat, to which Fang put a hand on my shoulder and grins. Well, with Amber and me here, what the fuck are you talking about? We'll draw that music right into that dull dome of yours. I get it. Like, I could see this working if Trish and Reed kind of sucked at music. So Fang is, like, finally someone that actually plays music, you know? But we don't get that. We don't get, like, anything. There's no effort to build anything. Well, it's so fucking awkward, man. This Fang is not your mom! It's so fucking weird. She's 15! Also, that snoot looks terrible. Look, hers is so big! And the Fang is like, I'm gonna stab your eye out. She's 15. And she's hanging out with a punk teen and a loser nerd. And she's wearing the bow! What the fuck? All jokes aside, after Anon relented to his fate, who went on to fill the worksheet bit by bit, with Fang and I. No, that is me. With me occasionally exchanging opinions regarding the answers, while Anon mostly listened. But even when Anon did speak, it became painfully clear they had no clue music theory was. Jeez, why the fuck did you pick this class again? Fang genuinely asks Anon for his reasons, so he just slumps forward.
You let them with spots so bad. Is it really that bad?
Seeing as you have next to no choice, it'd be rather mean to drive it in further. It's your dad, man. He's gonna fuck you over in the future. I'm gonna go to the future and Anon's like, what the fuck, Amber? For now, it's just a matter of remembering it all, so focus on that. Despite Anon's apparent aversion to music theory, we managed to finish the worksheet. Anon excels in relief, happy to be done with such a daunting task, for him at least. Let's say Amber does it, and keeps the timeline. What do you think Anon would do if they named their daughter Amber when then they grow up and look exactly like their classmate Amber? That'd be a very cool sequel. That'd be a very cool sequel. Because I think at that point, they'd be very fucked up. right? Because hold up, let's put this down right. By the time that happens, they will almost certainly be like in their 40s, 2024-ish. They're going to be in their 30s, right? Odds are Amber has moved out of town. There are a variety of reasons for Amber to move on with her life and go somewhere else. If only because being close to her parents would probably not be great. Also, they would have been in college and like doing other stuff for 3 years. So honestly, Amber might just move out and do something else. Um, and I would think it would works better if you have them kind of apart. And you could do when Amber is 10, when Amber 2 is 10, because when Amber 2 is 10 years old, then you can have the other Amber show up and they're like, wait, you do look a lot more alike than I remember. Because then it's like they've never seen Amber be 10. They've seen her be 15. The big difference. And they haven't seen her in a while. So now they see her again. They're like, wait a minute, you look a lot like our daughter. Like a suspicious amount. And from there, you can build. You can have them be like, what the fuck? What does it mean for my daughter to be my age? That doesn't make any sense. That is a really good sci-fi horror story if you want it to be. Amber gets teleported back to the future, but we'll have a different name. Let's go with Globetrotter for now. Anna would be like, oh, let's go with Deep Throater, and then he gets smacked on the head for it. I just got a long snoot. I thought it was funny. As we sit there and post-work tired, how are you fucking tired? It's easy for you, right? Fag eventually breaks. Hey, why did you even change schools? Anon suddenly stiffens up. Why wouldn't Amber stiffen up? You also changed schools for suspicious fucking reasons. Shouldn't both of you be like, what the fuck?
Well, I just had a question.
Single's reaction decides to stay silent and let this play out. I was just wondering. I think I know the answer. Anon has broken into a cold sweat at Fang's word. Hold up, we need anxious. Naomi walks in with a man catcher. Well, Anon ready to get ready for another elective in a different school. Freshman. He gets up and he's, no! You can't stop me! I must fulfill my destiny of ruining the future! And they're like, wait, you knew? And like, yes! I figured if I started dating Amber, I could destroy the future. I don't want a daughter! So, you try to prevent yourself from having a daughter by dating your daughter? Dude, that's gross! How was that your first plan? How was that plan A? And then the human I see gets in the way and says, Anon Fang, go on. I'll hold your back with my... Oh, shit. Why do you care? It's only been 2 weeks and you've already wet yourself with my friends. You can say everything about the fucking Amber!
Not like I much of a choice. All I wanted was to closer this year. I'm not good with friends.
This is awkward. Shut the hell up, Amber. Fuck you. My beak is shut tight with a slight grimace. I'm not sure. Why am I even here? God, fuck this fucking fanfic. I have to say that for all the shit, I've given nothing to something. And that's where that sentence ends. You act like you have a hard time socializing, and I'm not seeing it. Makes me think you didn't leave out of necessity, but that you ran away. After fucking up Royal. I know you're kind after all. Why are we still just suffer? I will go to say something, but something swallows my words. I can't speak, let alone vocalize. You immediately understand that the thing inside me doesn't want me to say anything right now. So, okay, fuck it. Beans down. Let me be clear. We explicitly bring Amber back in time. And she explicitly can't do anything? Why did you bring her here? Why is she here if she can't even do anything? Jesus Christ! How can you fuck up that bad? Listen, I have no clue what you're talking about.
I have no clue what you're talking about!
Honestly, me neither. You're just some loser who knows nothing about music, coming from whatever cave your parents wanted you gone from. And it just so happens you're my music and science partner, on top of worming your way into my band with my friends. Shouldn't you be as pissy with fucking Amber, who is also good at music, and also hanging out with Reed? Like, fuck, man! Despite how hostile Fang's words were, the air around them relaxes as they loosen up, topping it up with a laugh. Anon, what is there to understand? Oh wait, Anon, what is there to understand? Racking my brain, analyzing what Fang said. The tarball inside doesn't let an interruption. You do not get to do an objection. I eventually come to understand what the last statement meant. Fang thinks that Anon is interested in them. I thought it said interested in men. But this is not. Nothing else matters. Is that what this is about? Is that what's so aggressive about Anon? Because he's a homosexual? I can't believe you're a homosexual, Dad. Listen, okay? I figured marrying a woman and having a child was easier than schmoozing. She should be more pissed at Amber for being good at music and a lot more put together at 15. Yeah, Amber's like everything Fang wants, in a sense. Getting along with her mom, getting along with her dad, getting along with her brother, getting along with Anon, getting along with her friends, getting along with music. Like, there is never a point where this author stops to think, what does anyone actually think about Amber? And why wouldn't it be Mary Sue kissing her? Fang notices them both stare at Anon. Why are you so in sync? She's not your mom! Hey, you okay? Even as Fang calls out to Anon, he barely reacts after some silence. Anon quickly laughs. Not sure about Trish, but Reed, yeah. I mean, I imagine that Trish would be kind of okay with Amber because, you know, her actual family siblings suck. It's like, oh man, it's a young child that's not annoying. That I don't have to take care of. What a change of pace. Fang and a truck. Having the hill to lighten the mood, Fang simply starts scrolling on their phone. As for me, I can't help but pitifully stare down on. There's nothing I can say or do right now. I should just leave it. After a while, Fang gets up from the... Wait, are we doing the phone reading scene? Is this when the phone reading scene happens? I kind of forgot. After all, Fang gets up from their seat. Gotta go. And then I nod to them and I ask where they're going. It's fucking class! They're going to the bathroom! Jesus! They respond by saying that they're going to the restroom. I nod to them in understanding. It's class! Fang isn't gonna skip the fuck out of nowhere! Did the phone give points or was it a nothing choice? I think you have to read the phone, right? I recall it doesn't matter. But I wanted to know when it is. I can look it up. I can pull up the script. Jesus fucking Christ, this story, man. Yeah, this is when it happens. Also, you might not have gotten a choice. It might have just been something that always happens. It's auto. There you go. It's not even a nothing choice. It's a choice you don't even have. Maybe I can use this chance to cheer Anon up. Contrary to my desire to feel sudden pain in my chest, followed by churning in my stomach. I love how this black fucking chest burster is like, hey, you gotta let Anon violate Fang's privacy. Shouldn't she be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean she's going to violate her privacy? Treading on my stomach as bile comes up my esophagus. I cover my beak in an attempt to stop myself from throwing up there and there. Seeing me lurch over, Anna reaches across. Ah, shh!
Oh, shit, are you alright?
I shake my head, and the covering of my beak gets the point across. She's gonna throw up. Fang helps me up from my seat and uses me to support, using me as support to walk. What? Fang helps me up from my seat and has me use them as support to walk. I'll take them with me to the restroom. And with that, Fang and I make our way to out of the classroom. Have we got any update on like a thing that's supposed to happen today? Weird. With that, Fang and I go out of the classroom without even getting a hall pass from Mr. Jingo. They steadily speed up as we get closer and closer to the restroom. Once there, Fang helps me over to his stall where I just drop to my knees and come face to face with the toilet bowl. Just kiss already! Empty the contents of my stomach. The sounds I was making just made me more nauseous than I was before, resulting in a loop that persisted to the point where my throat was burning from gastric acid. Ugh, the worst. See a fucking doctor! The tar ball really just went, horror script, I'll give you explosive diarrhea. After I finish, I simply sat on the floor in the stall recovering from the experience. The whole room smells of vomit and piss. Whatever you are, you're an asshole. The cost of maintaining history is just trying to make me suffer as many ways as you can. Can't you just, like, fucking tell me? Eldritch Taco Bell. Ugh. When did this guy start hitchhiking a ride anyway? Hey, are you alright in there? Fang seemed to have finished their own business, was just waiting on me. Yeah, I think I ate something bad earlier. Keeping the crushing under wraps. Yeah, that's a good thing to do! As you're burning your vocal cords and suffering heart attacks, yeah, just keep it a secret. I blame my lunch for this incident. I managed to pick myself up using the wall as a support. I can't believe Fang is a wall. After a bit of steadying myself, I exit the stall. We can go to the nurses if you need it. Fang off sounds tempting. Having rested for a moment, I feel mostly okay. This is such an overkill to get her to not say anything. I guess the point was to get her out of the room. But that's still fucked up, man. Also, if the point is to maintain history, shouldn't the orb get her to not be in the same music class as Fang and Anon? I feel like this fucking orb is just not good at his job. I must preserve history. Well, I just want to make Anon more like ending for, you don't need to do that. Well, should I just get out of music class? No, keep going. I like learning about the ABs and the C's. Anyway, we stop for a minute at the water fountain. Just fucking drink from the tap. So that I can get a drink and watch the god-awful taste from my mouth. Man, I can't believe lunch tastes. So, what do you think of Anon, Amber? What the fuck? Anon asked me what I think of him. You're asking me what I think of him. I just think you'd make a good couple. I don't... Why does everyone want me to be a couple with him? I don't know, you're both pathetic losers. I believe they're a good person. He stood up for you, didn't he? He stood up for you once. Fucking once, to random strangers. He also clapped after our show, so he can't be all that bad, right? My honest feelings reach Fang as they look away. I guess you have a point. Fang sighs. Having finished drinking water, we go back to class and to our seats. Anon seems to have been lost in thought in the seat. As Fang appears to have the brilliant capability idea, a smile begins to grow across their beak. Okay, Fang just wants to show up to school. You two should hook up sometimes. 3 decades later, create a mini-me. I have a question, right? Jokes aside, why the fuck is Fang asking Amber for advice? Remember, Amber is 15. So, you know, it's really weird to ask her for, like, advice on fucking Anon. I know some people say Anon. I'm gonna say Anon to the end of days. But, like, Fang, I get it, right? Like, Trish isn't gonna tell you anything good, and Reed might be gay, but he's not good for it. But, like, holy shit, man. far as they know, cousins. Ugh. This fucking fix sucks. You might be throwing up bile, but I'm the one tasting it. Oi! Fang calls out loudly for Anon right behind him, which startles him, and he nearly jumps out of his seat.
Jesus!
Well, we're back. Anything happen?
No, not much. What about you, Amber? You good?
Well, I'm fine now. I just ate something that didn't mix well, is all.
Oh yeah, potion mixability will really get you. Did you get a permanent hit point bonus?
No. I just lost 2 points of intelligence.
Well, you know what they say, Twiggers aren't too smart anyway.
What the hell? I'm sorry to tell you, Amber, but until he's actually your dad, he'll probably keep calling you that. What the fuck? Dad! You can't say slurs to your child.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just saying that you... I'm sorry. I just think that I could do better than having a half-breed.
Your endurance is being drained! No! Before exchange going further, Mr. Jingle calls out to the class. Alright, everyone. Since tonight, I wish to see the talent of our latest classmate. All be picking up the assignments this time round. Collective groan resounds throughout the room as I feel dozens of glares zone in upon me. Again, all these shitty jokes about like Amber and Anon hooking up would all be preventable if Amber was any fucking age but 15. Like, I kind of like the idea that because... Hold up, let me fucking put this down right. Admitting, like, it's an inverse Oedipus complex, right? Like, Amber is a nice, polite young woman, and Anon is completely incapable of handling women. So Amber trying to, like, push him towards Fang, he would, like, misinterpret that and be like, Amber, I love you. You're actually nice to me, unlike anyone else, including Fang. You're like a stable human being. Can we hook up? I could see that. It'd be an interesting fucking story of Amber being like, I don't want to date my dad. But he's so fucking desperate, such a miserable pile of human waste, that he thinks I'm interested. There's a really good story there. Just like Oedipus. The first motherfucker. As good old... What? God, I forgot the name. It's in that song, Words, Words, Words. Amber used int as a dump stat. It's now 5 and forgot how language worked. I think 4 intelligence is where you can use language. I think once you hit 3, you can't use language anymore. Hold up, I need to verify that. Oh no, here we go. A creature of human-like intelligence has a score of at least 3 as far as 3.5 is concerned. Which means that you probably only know languages once you have 3. 1 and 2 is no language. Woohoo! The reason it's 3, by the way, is because that's the lowest you can roll in 3d6. But I really do feel like there's a really interesting story you could tell with Amber trying to help and Anon being such a fucking loser, misinterpreting the signs. Like Amber, again, she's apparently a nice-looking, very polite, easygoing, like Anon would be into that, right? A very nice waifu. Maybe with a bit more spine than he's used to, but it's a plot. It's a bit of a weird one, but that's how you could make it. Make it the tragedy of like trying to help, but Hanon just doesn't care. He's like, why would I date Fang? Fang calls me names. She constantly yells at me. She's punched me. Like, why would I want to hang out with her? Want to know something that sounds awesomer? Since Fong and Amber look familiar, what if Fong has an accident and dies, and Amber has to take her place and make sure... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I can't believe Amber has to give birth to herself. That's one way to fix the grandpa paradox. Fucking hell. I need an adult. Jesus. Jesus, man. Oh. Where were we? Good.
Good to hear.
Okay, here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Good thing we managed to finish it. I'm pretty sure Amber and I did all the work. Maybe a thanks would be good right now. Fang smugly rubs it in Anon's face that if it weren't for us, he'd be toast. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds more tense than this shitty soap opera. Yeah, because Amber doesn't want it. Anon doesn't want to actually do what he has to do. Fang is probably pissed off at Amber. Because remember, Fang does to some extent like Anon. Or maybe she despises Amber for it. She's like, no, I found someone else. Stop pushing this human man upon me. There's a lot you can do with it. It forces Amber into an active role and makes the people she's trying to help not cooperative. That's what we like to call drama.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, thank you guys. I don't know what I would have done without your help. You're both good teachers.
That's so fucked up. I'd like that Amber has to learn how to say no. Anon gets deeper into a deeper hole. Don't say it like that. I gratefully accept the compliment. Happy to have helped him out. On the other hand, Fang is now looking rather bashful with a red tint on the cheeks. Yeah, I'm also on board with what's happened. Yeah. Jesus Christ, stop shipping your parents. That's so cringe. Well, I don't mind helping out again. I mean, you didn't need it. Look behind Fang shows their tail thumping away. Though, it seems to be doing so in a rhythm. Before that could be elaborated upon, Mr. Jingo calls me up to the front. Alright, everyone, this is Amber, and she's going to be playing a little something for us on the piano. She'll be tickling the ivories. Mr. Jingo directs me to have a seat at the bench in front of the class piano. As I do so, he whispers to him, isn't that fun fucking loser who can't play music? You're right again. What's her name?
Fang?
Oh yeah, that's the name. Fag.
Maybe they're the same and they can't play at all.
I could phrase it worse. Eleanor and better, please. Please. Do not.
Please.
She's even going for the piano. There's no way she plays better. Oh, are we fucking... We're doing this twice in a row? You can't do this twice in a row, man. That's 3 in a row, man. Holy shit. Hot damn. Fuck. Why is there a piano on the second floor music class? Oh. My blood began to boil and Sub played super good piano. Wow, I played such good piano. I forgot all about the heart attack. And the part where my throat was burnt. Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck you. Go to hell. Jesus. Here we go. We got some comments. How about we look at some comments? Yeah, Spears would help lift the piano. Really nice, says Ducktective. But I feel like Amber don't care about Anon. Is more like if he was in second priority, she only worried for Fang. Works. But Phil's weird. What the hell are you talking about? I don't get this comment. Can't you upload the picture of the Snooperoo? Let me see if okay, picture problems. Amber should have played Amber Light Brilliance on the piano. That would have been great. But then Mr. fucking... The fucking chest burster would have been like... I can't do that, Amber. It's just Amber! Stop! I know Spanish! And now we get another side story with Rachel, Memories of Future Past. So when does the fucking Toho character show up again? That'll be chapter 11. Is that a Toho reference? I hope so. Or she gives Nasser a oh, God, this fucking fic, man. Listen, I know I complain a lot, but this is a more tolerable quality of hot dog shit. Like, nothing to something is bad and just incredibly difficult to read. This at least is easy to read and just generic hot dog shit, you know? I'm tired, man. I'm so tired. Same reason the piano shaped hole in the wall. Spears, that's not how you put a piano there. Oh, you silly goose. Maybe I'll write that fic myself. Safi, you don't write the incest fic. It's not incest if Anon is technically a different Anon. Don't worry. And I do mean that. I'd probably go with she's from a different timeline altogether. It just works better and has less questions on like why things require assistance at all. I don't know. I feel like you can't really make it work. Because, like, the problem is, if she is just back in time normally, then her just not existing is, like, the correct answer. But if she did go back in time to a different timeline, then why bother? Fine, I'll do it myself, Safi says the Infinity Gauntlet. I don't know if right now I have the necessary rigor to do it. I barely have time for my own projects and things. Like, holy crap, man. It just drives a man to think. Think before he skink. Min Snow Globe. Challenge. Don't turn your family tree into an Ouroboros. Rating impossible. Considering how many times fucking isekai and Japanese stories involve fucking your sister, honestly, yeah. Anyways, can we do 3 weeks on the Atlantic instead? What the hell is that? What is that? 3 weeks on the Atlantic. Oh, it's some kind of. Oh, oh, damn! This Ichiro Airplane just has a little bit of style to it. Fucking John Doe ain't on. Ugh. Oh my god, is this another fucking snoot fic? Lame. 61? Why is this age range 20 to 61? Elon's ancestor on a 19th century boat trip. The implication of this is that he's going to date a 61-year-old. A wealthy woman with the desire to fulfill the wish of her dying husband. Jesus fucking Christ. I I think I've had enough. I think I've had enough for the day. How's that sound? I think that sounds great. Jesus. I'm so tired, you have no idea. I'm more than a little bit tuckered out. I need help. I You know, in a weird way, I think I would prefer to read anything else right about now. Thank you all for coming. Remember to show up next week for more whatever the hell this is turning into, because I apparently forgot everything. Jesus. Turns out you can easily mod RE6 and switch the models, snoot low poly included. Holy shit, man. I need a stiff drink.